I was having a conversation with one of the members of my business network group, and I asked the question to her. I said, when are you planning to get your first $1 million in sales a year? She looked at me and she said, that's a big goal. I said, exactly. Then I said, let me help you out. Whenever you're setting up a big goal, you need to have a formula for success. And that formula means that you break it down into, from 12 months, you break it down into monthly goals. Okay? And then from monthly goals, you break it down into weekly goals. And then you break it down into daily goals. And then you define the process. What will it take me to sell $1 million at the end of the year, which is about $2,480 a day. And then you look into your own data and you tell yourself, when I do outreach and I do my sales calls, every 10 phone calls, 1 will be converted. Or my conversion rate on my website, if I'm spending this budget in terms of digital marketing, SEO, and all that, and making this number of videos, you need to get that formula. You need to become a master of that formula. Your conversion rate from all the different channels that you utilize. And then you will be able to tell yourself that when I make this effort, if I make, let's say, phone calls, that's easy to understand. If I make 50 calls a day, then I get 2 clients. And then on average, those clients will bring me $3,000. Then you know that you have to make 50 calls a day. And what category of people do you call? What level of business are you trying to deal with? You have to define those things. What type of clients? What budget do they have for the services that you provide? And then you start multiplying. And then you create a process. So every day when I come to work, this is my process. This is how I document my effort. This is how I collect data. This is how I record the experience so that I can sit back and then review it and then make improvement. You have to define a process. And within that process, you will notice that you will have some routines that include a lot of basic steps. The problem with a lot of people is they think that basic means not important, useless, we can skip, we can do without. And so the tendency most people have is they cut corners, they skip steps, they look for shortcuts, they try to do the easy way, they become lazy, and so they don't follow through the process. And then at the end of the day, they just want to plug the numbers in the report and they race through some of those steps. And then it doesn't work. Let me tell you, all high achievers, all great performers in any discipline, in sports, in business, they invest a lot of effort in perfecting the basics. Because those basics it's what gives you the balance to now do the big acts that you think define you. So you have to log in the basics, you have to perfect them, you have to do them in your sleep, you have to do them without hesitation. And then when you looked at Michael Jordan, when you look at some of these great soccer players or basketball players, and it looks so graceful, and it looks like easy. And Michael Jordan says, you don't know the level of effort I put. Kobe Bryant was at the top of his game, the best player in the world. He woke up at 3 a.m. to start practicing when the other players are sleeping. That's how he was always ahead of them. They couldn't catch up with him. And he spent a lot of time perfecting the foot movement, the footwork, the foot positioning, the hand positioning, the shoulder positioning, the hip positioning, the ball positioning when shooting, the basics. So what are the basics in your business? It could be sharing on Facebook. It could be answering comments on time, quickly, responding, engaging with your visitors, stuff like that. Okay? So again, here's the challenge. When are you going to make your first $1 million in revenue per year? Define the process, perfect the basics, have it in writing, and document your effort, and review, and manage, and improve, and you will make it. Simple. That's the key to success, okay? Let's go.